Hey guys, welcome to Wildly Grow Profits with Pinterest. I'm Teresa Cole, better known as T. Davis Cole, and I am here to help you discover how to grow your profits with Pinterest. In this course, we are going to be talking about the power of Pinterest marketing, and I am excited to be able to share this information with you. All right, so make sure that you have something to take notes, whether it's a digital notebook or whatever you use to take your notes, okay? And get ready to learn a lot, because this is going to help you leverage Pinterest to grow your profits, okay? Definitely have to put in a disclaimer that I cannot promise you any particular amount of income from this course, but I can tell you that if you do the work, because it's going to be dependent on your work and in your dedication, right? If you do the work and you put into action the things that you are learning, you will get results in your business, because you're going to discover how you can use Pinterest, right, to really grow profits, because it is a giant traffic machine that a lot of people have been sleeping on. So I'm going to show you how to use it. I'm going to help you navigate that process so that you can use Pinterest to grow profits, okay? One of the things I do want to let you guys know is that I have retired quite a few of my sites. I have retired TotallyMyBiz.com. I have retired tdaviscole.com. Okay, so TotallyMyBiz.com is retired. tdaviscole.com is retired, and we are at sitathomprofits.com. So I've been able to combine a lot of the information under one umbrella, because I know if you're listening to this, you're probably like me, right? You want to have your time free. You want to live the life that you want to live. You want to be able to do things you want to do. And so you want to be able to sit at home and profit, and not literally sit at your computer all day, but set up these systems that I'm going to be teaching you in this course and beyond on this channel to be able to automate income and literally get control and freedom of your life, okay? So I'm excited. You guys, I want you to loosen up a little bit, move around, stretch, dance to the music and everything. And then we are going to dig into this course, and you are going to gain so much information. There will be 2 or 3 parts to it. So at the end of the video, it will let you know if there's another part and where to find it. So definitely be looking out for that, because I want you to finish the course. Finish what you start, right? And then I also want you to put these things into action, right? Put what you're learning into action so that you can get results. All right, guys. So again, I'm excited that you're here. Welcome to Wildly Grow Profits with Pinterest, where we're going to be talking about the power of Pinterest marketing. And guess what? We're going to get into this. Let's go. Hi guys, T. Davis Cole here, and I'm continuing the conversation about the growing power of Pinterest marketing. All right, I have quite a bit to cover in this video, so I'm going to go right to the actual training. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about interacting and following on Pinterest, okay? How to interact and follow. And some of these things I did cover in other videos, earlier videos. But what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and show you how it all works together. Okay. So what you're going to discover today is how to create a board, how to pin images, how to write descriptions using hashtags and keywords, how to create a link back to your website or blog, and how to follow others on Pinterest. So you're going to be following and interacting. And yes, I've done, like I said, a few of these things in other videos, but now it's time to put it all together so that you can see how it works. And since I have a brand new Pinterest account, remember I told you that I was structuring my Pinterest stuff, and that I had created a new account for my online business. So there's no views, no pins, no nothing. It'll give you a chance to see how it all works. All right. And everything. So let's go over to that Pinterest account, and I'm hoping that I have it open. I don't. Okay. So let me go and pull it up, and you'll see that I have the brand new account with nothing, there. So you can see how, you know, from scratch, like if you were starting a brand new account. All right. So, the first thing that I want to do is, I want to go ahead and find a few things, right, that will match my, brand. And I'm going to save them or pin them. So this is 10 things when you first set up your account, right? Let me make sure I'm clear. When you set up your account, Pinterest is going to ask you a couple of things that you're interested in. All right. So you're going to pick 5 images that you're interested in. And when you log in, every time you log in, you will have related images. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a few that I can go ahead and pin. So I'm going to look at this one. All right. And it's starting, 10 things to do within 3 months of starting a blog. It's a good image. It looks like the colors and the brand that I would use. So I'm going to click on it to see where it goes. It's going to related content. All right. That's perfect. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and save a pin to a board. So what I would do is I would click save, and I'm going to send it to my online business blogging, save it there. Another thing I would like to do is find out a little bit more about it. Looking at the comments, I see, the person that's pinning it. All right. So I'm going to go back. All right. Let's see here. I was looking for the actual person. Okay. All right. So that's a good one. How to find the perfect group boards on Pinterest. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to see where it goes. Looks good. All right. So I'm going to save this to my board about social media. All right. Go back. So that's the first thing you want to do is get some pins on your board. All right. So this one is my brand colors. One of the things I like to is to keep a consistent color flow. Okay. Keep a consistent color flow. So I'm going to look at this. Perfect. It's related content. So I'm going to save it to my social media. Go back and see, you want people doing this for you. So that's why it's so important that your images are, they are on point. Okay. There's no other way to say it. And I'm going to help you with creating images in the next video. All right. So those look good. This one looks good. Let's check that out. Goes to a related content. Perfect. So I'm going to save it to my blogging one. All right. So now that I have a few things saved, and it's telling Pinterest even more about me and about the kind of content that I am looking for, I'm going to go to my profile. Okay. And I'm going to pin some things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my boards. I'm going to go to, let's see, social media, because that's where I'm working right now. One of the things I do, guys, when I'm creating content is I stick to the same subject as much as possible for the entire month across all my blogs. And I cater my content to that blog. So if it's like a loose kind of conversational blog, then I'm blogging about Pinterest in a conversational manner. If it's like a highly targeted marketing blog, then I'm going to, the articles are going to be like 1,500 words. It's going to be very detailed about Pinterest or whatever. Then I have other blogs that are just kind of carefree, whatever. So I might talk about how Pinterest helped me, a single mom using Pinterest to earn money online, something like that. So if you stick to one subject, then you could just have a lot of fun. You could get a lot of views to your stuff, and you are not confused on what to blog about. I highly recommend, if you're new, to just have one blog and just kind of build from there. But I have multiple platforms, and so I've narrowed them down, but they're all kind of working together to do the same thing, which is drive traffic to my products and services. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I want to create a pin, and I'm going to grab the pin from a folder. Okay. And I have my pin images in one folder, so that is easy, right? And the first thing I want to do is I want to, I'm wondering, I'm going to use this one. Okay. And it's saying 3 Pinterest facts to increase pin profits. Then I'm going to go to the related article, which is on my instantcoursecash.com website. See, there's the article. And I'm going to grab the link. Okay. And I'm going to put it right here. And in my description, I'm going to talk about how to use Pinterest to grow your blog. Okay, I'm just say that. How to use Pinterest to grow your blog. My descriptions, again, are going to get longer, but these are going to be on the days that I'm just working on Pinterest, and I'll go through and I'll have, all kinds of stuff in the description. But for now, I'm just showing you how to pin. So I'm going to use some hashtags here. Hashtag, blogging, hashtag Pinterest, hashtag how, I'm going to say traffic, one line, traffic, hashtag, work from home, hashtag earn money online. All right, so that's that. So I'm going to click done. And this is going to go to my social media. So I'm going to save it there. All right. Okay. Let me go back to my profile to see if it, there it is. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to add another pin. And on this one, I am seeing if, Okay, I'm talking about the power of Pinterest marketing. I'm going to use the same URL. And that's another thing that I do, guys, is that I might create 5 or 6 pins for the same article. And that's how you get a lot of traffic to it. So I'm talking about discover the growing power of Pinterest marketing. Okay. Learn how to use Pinterest for leads. Okay, and then I'm again hashtag this is more Pinterest, hashtag marketing, hashtag online business, hashtag earn. This should have been together. Make sure that you're putting your words together and not spacing. I may have done that, but I want to make sure that you know the correct way is to put it all together. I'm used to having to write academic papers and everything had to be perfect. So to do it this way is different. But if I did do it in the last video, in the last section, then that's good. But if not, I want you to know that whenever you're doing hashtags, it has to be one word. You can't put spaces. Okay. All right. And this is, again, we're dealing with social media. So we're going to save that there. All right. And so now that I have done that, what I'm going to do, because I've shown you now how to take a pen and, and save an article to it, how to upload a pen and all of this. All right. So the next thing I want to do, I should have shown you how to create a board. Okay. So let me show you that, even though I have boards that I'm going to use. I'll create one just to show you how. All right. So now what I want to do is go back to my profile, go to boards. All right. And now I'll create a board and you would name it. I'm going to name it online business. PLR, just say PLR, even though I don't need that. Create. Now I'm going to edit. And this is where I'm going to tell you what it's all about. This board is about leveraging content. Okay. And then what kind of board is it? It's educational. And that's that. Save it. And there it is. And now that the board has been created, I can create a pin for that board. Okay, so that's how you create a board. Now let's go back and let's follow. So I'm going to go to my profile. I'm going to start with some of the boards that I created here, some of the pins. All right, so this was pinned. Let's see here. Let me go back. And let me just go to other one. Overview. Okay, yeah. What I would like to do is just go back to the home page here. See, the other one is it's well versed. So that way it's always popping up with stuff. This is new, so Pinterest is still trying to figure me out. But yeah, so you see this little widget here. You click on that to get to the main exploration field. All right, so I'm going to type in blogging. All right, and I'm going to find something that I like. 10 things to do. I already did that one. I really like that pen. I've already saved it. Let me go back to follow. All right, so I clicked on to follow. And like this one, let's see. Why lifestyle blogs matter. I like this one. Check out who's commenting. Okay, let me click on this person. Okay, so this person has 6,000 followers. She's in my niche. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is follow her. So that way I can get more pins from her. All right, now I'm going to go back. And I want to save this because I like it. So I'm going to save it to blogging. I'm going to go back to the feed. And I'm going to search some more. It's got to really stand out for me to put it on my board. Okay. This will be a good one. This might be something a lot of people will be looking for. I'm going to I do like this though. So let's see where it leads. All right, I'm going to save it to blogging. Gonna go back to the feed. I'm not gonna follow though. This looks good. Let's see who pinned that. Barbara. For the sake of the video, I would do a lot more searching. I'm gonna go ahead and follow. Let's see here. See, she's kind of off topic. I mean, she has a lot of, she's talking about kids and animals. I'm more about building businesses and stuff. Let me see where this goes. I like her stuff, so I'm going to save it to blogging. I guess for the sake of the video, I'll go ahead and follow her because I'm really... So you guys can see this is not something you can rush because it is your brand and it is something that you're going to be promoting. So you have to make sure that it's something that you want to follow and something that you want to be a part of. So I'm going to go to Tailwind, 4 million monthly viewers. Of course, I'm going to follow. I'm going to go back to the image and I'm going to save it. Social media. Also, let me go back over there. So that's why I got straight to the training because it's not something, like I said, that you can just rush through. And this is a good example of how to do your profile, because this is Tailwind. This is one of the services that I highly recommend to help you grow your Pinterest account and your following. And you see they're telling you, grow your presence on Pinterest plus Instagram with Tailwind, schedule pins, attract new customers, measure your success, and monitor your brand on Pinterest. So that is a perfect example, because this is someone who's leading in the industry and they can tell you exactly how to grow your Pinterest account. And so having their example of a profile summary is a great way. So take a look at that, spend some time with it, and actually think about how you can use, that type of summary for your own Pinterest account. All right. So I'm going to go to their boards and look. So another good thing to do would be to find some of these boards, right? We see that they have 4 million monthly views. So we want to see, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? Who's commenting? And that'll be a great way to find new pins. So I'm going to click on this one. And I'm going to see, are there comments? There's no comments. Okay. That would have been nice, right? Some comments. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and save it though. I like this pin, and I think it'll get a lot of repins. And it's Tailwind, so I'm sure it's going back to a related site, but let's double check anyway. Always check. It's probably going back to their site. Yeah, I figured as much. When it's something like Instagram or Tailwind or Pinterest, you really don't have to worry about them, because they know how to, how to do this stuff better than us, more so, right? So I'm going to save it in social media. Now I'm just having fun pinning. I'm sorry, guys. See, you get addicted. You start pinning and it's like, I haven't seen anything else that I really want to follow at the time. Let's see here. Let me type in, just, and see what comes up. See if there's anybody. That I can follow. Comments as well. Kelly, let's see. Great. Okay, so she has 4,000 followers, but let's see if she's targeted. For the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and follow her. But maybe, okay, yeah, these are her online business stores, I guess. So that's related. So I'm going to follow. And then I'm going to go back to her. And I'm going to save it. To blogging. All right. So now I'm going to go back to, let me go back to her thing. This is what I'm going to do. All right. So now I'm going to go to, she has quite a few followers. So let me go back there. Let's see if I can get back to it. If not, this is what I'm going to do. Let me go to Tailwind. I think that would be better. Let me go to Tailwind. All right. And then what I'm going to do is find out people that are using, it's just, you can't really rush it. And that is the thing. How to grow your blog using Tailwind. I really don't. See, I don't want to rush and just pin stuff just because I'm trying to do the video. Honestly, guys, you really just have to look and see what you like, because I'm going to be very particular about the information that's displayed here. The pins have to be a specific type of pin. All right. So that is, I'm not going to rush it. Okay. I'm trying to think here. Do I want to go? Let's see. I'm following. Let me go back here. And I want to go to the Tailwind team. So I just thought I'd do this live, because a lot of times when you just teach them from a slide, it's hard to see how this actually works. And you'll see when you get inside of the actual your account and you really start working on your account, it's not going to be like, you know, like me talking from a slide. It's going to be this waiting and running into issues and trying to figure out, you know, what you want to pin and what you don't want to pin. This is the reality of Pinterest, right? This is what I should have named it, the reality. Because it's not, you have to see how to do it, not just me talking to you from a slide. So this video might not be, you know, smooth running, but it is showing you exactly. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong. There we go. It should have taken me there. It's not taking me to Tailwind. It's a new account, so it's really not running as smoothly as my other one. As you can see in the other videos, I was just whizzing through and all of this, but I don't know why it's either stuck. Let me try getting out of it and going back in, because it's not doing anything really. Okay, let me go back in. And yeah, because I really don't want to just be following anybody. I would take my time and see who's following them and get to know them, because it is important. If you want to maximize your traffic and you want to get the most out of your account, you need to be careful as to who you're following and what their, you know, and what their keywords are and all of that. All right. But you can have a good time too. You can have a good time. How to schedule social media posts without spending a dime. I think people would like that. So this is what happens, right? I log in and then I start seeing stuff I want to pin. Perfect. See, now this is someone, even though they don't have a lot of followers at the moment, I'm looking at these. Let's see here. Health. Okay, she just named it or I don't know if it's a she or he. Internet marketing stuffs. Well, this one, I would like to follow this board, okay? So sometimes, you know, this is why I was telling you guys, at first I thought it was great because I pulled it up and I was looking at their images are great. But what I was telling you about not having different stuff on one account, you see what I mean? And that might be why they have low followers, because of that. You want to have, like, if he or she, let's see, I don't even know. Let's see. Okay, the person who owns this account, if they would have had just, you know, internet marketing stuff, right? And then broke down that into little subcategories about marketing, then they would find themselves just, you know, having a lot of followers. But because I come here and I'm like, oh, I want to follow them because I'm looking at this and it piques my interest. But then when I scroll down and I see all this extra stuff, this unrelated board stuff, then I'm like, nah, never mind. But I do like this board, so I'm going to follow that board only. Okay. So that's why I'm telling you guys, you can't just, you know, just jump on here and just start pinning stuff. You need to see where it's going. You need to see you see how I got excited just that quick? And then I discovered that wasn't, you know, I didn't need to follow the whole account, but just one board. Okay. But you see how having a very targeted account can help you get more followers. All right. So I'm going to save it to social media. And again, this account that I'm working on is a brand new account.
All right, let's go back. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my account. And guys, I do apologize that this is kind of slow because you have to, like I said, look and see. And since it was a brand new account, I wanted to start it off with you. But you see how when I logged in, there was nothing there. Now you see how it's coming together, and you see how I'm being very selective in what I'm pinning. Okay, very selective. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and create a pin. And I'm going to grab an image and open that up. And I'm going to use this, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and link it directly. Let's see, do I want to do that? Or do I want to do this? I'm going to link it directly to a related source so they can go ahead and get the planner because it is related. Normally I don't. I normally just go straight to some other content, but because this is directly related, I'm going to go ahead and link it because there's nothing else I can really say about it. I can write an article about the planner, but I don't have one right now. So for this one time only, I'm going to go ahead and link it directly to the planner. Do you want the planner? Right. Now, if you have something like that, you can do that, but it has to be directly related. Okay. So I'm not asking them to buy anything or anything. I'm giving away a free planner. So, grab your free Pinterest planner and discover daily actions to help daily actions for pin profits. I'll do something else, but right now I'm trying to bring this video to an end. So grab your Pinterest planner and discover daily actions for pin profits. Hashtag Pinterest, hashtag social media, hashtag marketing. I'm going to just use those for now. And this is going to go to my social media board. All right. So you see how you can follow people. And guys, I'm sorry I couldn't follow more people, but I was unable to find those that I wanted to really, really follow. I followed one board and I followed, I think, like 3 people. And one that I probably wouldn't have followed if I wasn't doing this video, because I'm targeting this account for specific reasons. Okay. So I've shown you how to create a board. I've shown you how to put in your hashtags. I've shown you a good example of creating your profile. And I've also shown you how to follow and find good people to follow, and be careful not to follow unrelated things. Okay. I've shown you how to create a link back, which is when you pin something, you can go ahead and create a link back to your own primary offer. And also another thing that I would like to show you is how to re-edit someone else's pin. So I pinned this from someone else's account, right? Now, if I want to change that, I can click on the little pencil and I can scroll down and I can add my own, my own description if their description isn't good. So that's another way to keep your keywords and your descriptions very targeted. All right, guys. So this has been the growing power of social media marketing. We're talking about following and interacting. Again, you can go back and see how to create boards. You can discover how to do your descriptions, how to create your profile, how to write that and everything. You can also discover how to follow people and how careful you need to be about it. And you're getting a sense of what it's really like versus me just teaching from some slides. Okay, guys? All right. This is going to be part 1 of how to create images on Pinterest. Before I do all of that, I want to just, again, focus on merging everything with your brand, because your Pinterest image matters, okay? Really, really matters. And a lot of times you want to kind of be all over the place with your colors and all this stuff, but you need to find some brand colors so that you can have a consistency about who you are, what you represent, what you promote. And therefore, when someone sees something from you, they kind of know what to expect. They know to expect a high quality or high level type of marketing and branding. So again, I want to help you do that, to unify your Pinterest image with your personal brand. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is go over and I'm going to show you guys my brand new Pinterest account. If you remember in the last video, I told you that I started a new account because I discovered that you do not want to mix different subtopics under a topic that's not related. Okay, so you make sure that the subtopics are directly related to the topic of your Pinterest account. Just like if you were writing a paper and you had, one thesis statement, even though the book has so many great arguments and different things that you want to, maybe be compelled to speak on or write about, you want to focus on supporting your thesis statement. So in the same sense here with Pinterest, you want to focus on supporting the primary aim of your account with a lot of little subtopics about one big topic. Okay. So what I want to do is go over there and I'm going to show you sort of how wonderful it is when you have brand colors. Okay. So you can see a lot of my brand colors here in these images, and it's like one unified look. Okay. Even though it's a brand new account and I haven't really started promoting the account yet, it's showing you the power that this account is going to have. All right. So for instance, if you click on the DETR method, it's going to take you to another one of my websites. If you click on this, how to raise your PVL, and you want to view it, it's going to take you to a related article talking about value and all of this stuff. And there's a video that talks about contribution profits and all of that. So I'm just showing you how driving traffic back from your pen can be massive. Okay. So if you notice, you'll see that I have specific colors that I'm using, and a lot of those colors are like this green and the pink. I would like for my images to be a lot clearer. And the reason why this one isn't as clear as I would like is because I already had these infographics created over years of being on the internet and researching and learning. So I didn't want to go back and create all new images. And originally when I posted them, I posted them in the colors that I had originally created them in, because I felt like, well, it's infographics. They can have whatever colors. But then I realized I'm teaching that you should stick to a specific color pattern, and I'm going to do it myself, even if it's a little inconvenient to go and change all the colors. But you'll find out if you stop deviating from one thing to another, you'll begin to be more consistent in your business. So even though the colors you have might look great, but if they don't match the brand colors that you are really going after, then it's going to kind of be all over the place and people don't know what to expect, and there's no mending. Or I don't know if you ever heard of the process of convergence, and it's just when a customer first sees your ad, and when first of all, they have a problem, and then they resonate with maybe an ad that they saw or a blog post or even a pin that they saw that may have some type of solution or something more they want to learn about. And when they click on that needs to be consistent with what they saw. And then when they follow through to the next step, that needs to be consistent, and so forth. So when people are clicking through your pins and they're going from your pin to your site, there needs to be the power of convergence. There needs to be a consistent flow. All right. So I'm going to go back, but I'm just showing you, even with the infographics, I was able to use some of the same colors, but this is the colors that I'm going to be primarily going after. Even when I share pins, they may not be the exact colors if I'm sharing a pin, but it needs to have that same vibe and that same feel. Infographics can be a little bit more harsh on color, a little bit more gut punching, like to the throat, because it is really giving you a lot of information in a small, like a graph, where you should be able to still get some results from it. And it's really like to the core. So those colors are a little harsher, but they are still my brand colors. All right. But I'm going to show you how to find your brand colors so that you can start creating pins that really work with your actual brand or site or blog or whatever. Okay. And if you have multiple blogs and things like that, you can coordinate these colors. I do have some blogs out there that really don't go with my primary focus of promotion or things that I primarily focus on. But that's okay, because what I really want the message that I really want to drive home are on the sites that matter. So the colors are on the sites that matter. All right. So let me scroll down and I'm going to show you a brand board, and it's really some brand colors on it. So let me grab that if I can find it. All right, so here's my brand color board. And I'm going to show you how you can do the same thing. So whenever I'm creating an image or anything like that, I'm primarily sticking with these colors because that is the colors that match the brand that I'm using. All right. So, and if you didn't know already, I'm in Canva. And Canva is a site where you could create different images, and it works really well with Pinterest and other social media websites, as well as creating PDFs and other things. Okay. So this is awesome. If you don't have an account, you need to go and set one up, and it will be great because it's easy to use. Okay. So here's my brand colors. Now what I want to do is I'm going to show you how you can create your own. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go over to Google Chrome. So I'm going to, looks like I'm going to have a lot of windows opened here. I'm going to close out Pinterest because I'm not going to need it. I'm not going to need 2 Canva accounts. All right. So now I'm going to go over and I'm going to go to Google Chrome extensions. All right. So you want to go to their actual store. And in the search bar, you can type in ColorZilla. And there it is. All right, so ColorZilla is a great little tool. And as you can see, the little droplet here in my window. And what ColorZilla does is it will help you find the exact colors that you're looking for, the hex colors. So if you have never used hex colors, every color that you use on your websites, blogs, and different things of that nature has a specific code. And if you find a color that you really, really like, and that's a color that you want to be a part of your brand, you need to write down the code or record the code in Canva, like I'm going to show you today, so that you don't have to continually look for the code and find it. Okay. So you can click on this little droplet here. Oh, it's saying it doesn't allow you to choose colors from their store. Okay, no problem. So what I'm going to show you is, okay, first thing you want to do is you want to download ColorZilla. Okay, you want to download that. But I'm going to go to my website because some of you may find yourself in this situation where you already have a website. Okay, you already have a website and there's specific colors on the website. Now, you probably don't want to go back and change all the colors on your website. So if you already have that or you already have a blog, you can start building brand colors around that. Wow, right? Wow. You don't have to go and change your whole, look and feel and everything. Now, I do like oranges, the orange colors. I like blues and stuff like that. But because my website was already built, I'm not going back and doing all of that. So I stemmed off of these colors, even though they may not be the exact colors I want, but they are working well for me. Okay. So since Colorzilla will not let us use the droplet on their Chrome website, we're going to use it on my website. So I'm going to close that out because you guys know now to go to Chrome extensions and download Colorzilla, and that way you can get these colors. Okay. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to look. Okay. So now you see that this color is like a pink, and it's, it'll tell you what the hex colors are. It'll tell you what the codes are. So what you want is, let me go here. All right. Okay. So what you want is the long number. Okay. So let me go and look. Color picker. All right. So you want this number right here. That's the number that you want. So what you're going to do at this point is you're going to go and you're going to like pull up a notepad or maybe a Word document or something like that. I'm going to go to my whiteboard and I'm going to online whiteboard. And I'm going to record these codes. Just start drawing. And what I want to do is insert a text box. All right. And so I'm going to grab that color that I just had there, and I'm going to put it right here. And when you're picking these colors, you want specific colors. So you want to get a bold color. You want to get a color that pops, and then you want sort of a neutral color. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick, let me go and try it again. Going to add text. Okay, so you want a bold color. You want a pop color, and you want a neutral color. Okay, so once you get these colors, you can still do a lot with them. Okay, you can still change them up, add extras. So I kind of have 3 neutral colors. I have 3 pop colors. I have 3 bold colors. So for my bold color, I'm going to use that pink. All right. And for my pop color, I like a little yellow. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get this yellow color. I love that color, but I also love this color. And this is the color that I used in my logo. Okay. So I'm going to grab this, go to color picker. There it is. And I'm going to paste it onto my whiteboard. And then for my neutral color, I'm going to use, let's see, blue. So this blue color is my neutral color, but I also use black too. So blue, black, and gray. But I'm only going to do the blue for today because I don't want the video to be 3 hours long. So I'm going to grab the hex code and I'm going to paste it here. All right. So I have my bold color, my pop color, and my neutral color. Now, again, you can do as much as you want from your website. But let's say you don't have a website at all, or you don't have a blog, or you don't even like the colors there. It was just something maybe you found that was ready made and you would like to go in and change the colors and put in specific hex codes and change your whole brand. Especially if you're planning on being an online entrepreneur for a long time and you want to build your income, and this is something that you're going to have for a long time, sometimes you do have to go back and change the foundation a bit so that it can be stable. So you see here, even on my website, these are the colors. And when I created these images over in Canva, I had those hex codes. So you see the pinks and then the different shades of pink, and then also the yellow. And all of the additional colors that I used, I got them from here as well. So I just clicked here. I got this blue. I got all those colors because I know that all of my images will look well with those colors, since they are all on my website. All right. So let's just say you don't have, those brand colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to a few websites where you can get colors. Okay. So the first one is going to be our handy dandy Pinterest. Right. Now I got out of Pinterest, but I forgot. Yes, I'm going to need it one more time. All right. So I'm going to go into Pinterest. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type brand colors. I can go ahead and do it so you'll see color boards. Let's do that. All right. So when you see these different colors, you can pick the ones that you like the most. So let's just say, for instance, let me keep strolling. Let's say you like these bright colors. This is beautiful, right? So you would take your little Doppler here, okay? And you're going to create your bold color. I would say the bold color is going to be this, because it is a bright blue. And then also it could be this, because this is, let's see here. I'm going to use this for the bold color. Oh, don't want to go to the, let me go grab this again. Let's use this. All right. So let's just say this is your bold color. You're going to go to the color picker. You're going to grab the hex code. You're going to paste it somewhere on you can have a document in one of your files called brand colors. And you're going to type bold color. All right. Then you're going to go back over to Pinterest. And now I want a pop color. So I'm going to use the yellow. I told you I like yellow. I really like these colors too. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is grab the hex code. Go to your color picker. Okay. And then this is going to be your pop color. All right. So now you're going to go back to Pinterest and you're going to get your neutral color. And in this instance, I'm going to choose black because that blue is like a lighter blue and it really has a pop to it. So it's more of a pop color or a bold color than it is a neutral color. And the hex code is all those zeros. So then you're going to paste that somewhere. All right. So then you're going to take this palette of colors that you got and you're going to build colors over in Canva. All right. But I do want to share with you a couple of other places where you can get some brand colors. You can go to Pixabay. Okay. And you could type in brand color boards. And you'll get some stuff come up. Or brand colors. Or color palettes. Let's call it color palettes. Color palettes. There we go. And there you go. So you would need to type in color palettes on Pixabay to get anything, worth really looking at. So you'll get all types of different colors and different things that you can check out there. And then let's see if I have any more for you to go and find images. Okay, so I'm going to go to another website called Pexel. Okay, and we're going to see if we can find any color palettes there. Perfect. So Pexel has a lot for you to look at. Look at all of these beautiful color palettes, okay, that you can use and get hex codes from. Okay, so you're seeing how to do it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Canva and I'm going to type in, let me go to the home page. And I'm going to type in, I'm looking for infographics, and there's one right here on the screen. So I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to go ahead and name it My Color Palette. Hopefully I'm spelling it right. Nope. Let's see here. There we go. So I'm going to name it My Color Palette. I'm going to make it a little bigger so I can see it. All right, so then you're going to go to your elements right over here to the shapes. And you're going to find a shape to put your colors on, okay? So let's find some shapes. So I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to make this smaller, a lot smaller. Okay. Smaller, smaller, smaller. And I'm going to copy it 3 times because you can do this as much as you want. But I do recommend that if you're going to use multiple colors, to have a row of your pop color, a row of your brand, your brand, neutral color, and a row of the other colors. So make sure that you're not just having it all mixed up and all over the place, so that you know directly where to go when you're ready to use your colors, whether it's for images, blog posts, all kinds of different things. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do that. And the next thing I'm going to do to make this go a lot faster, so I'm going to go to text, and I want to add a little bit of body. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to drag up this little body of text and make it smaller. Okay, make it small. All right. And move it up some. I'm going to make the text smaller as well, like an 8, because I don't know how many you're going to use. So I would say 8 is good. You can still see it and copy paste and all of that. So there we go. The next thing you're going to do is copy that 3 times. Okay. And move these as well over. There we go. All right. Okay, so then what you're going to do is go to the actual first circle and click on the color. And as you can see, if you click on this, it will tell you you can create a color palette. All right, so this is my actual color palette, but I'm going to create a new one here in a second, just to show you how to do it. But what I want you to know is that these colors can change just by copying and pasting the hex code right here. So I'm going to go over to my whiteboard and I'm going to grab the colors that are different from mine. Okay. So I'm going to go first with my bold color and I'm going to paste it right here. And there we go. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is click on the next circle and do the same thing. And so for that one, I'm going to Click on it. Hold on. Sometimes you have to click out of it and then click on it. There we go. Then I'm going to add another one. I'm going to go to the whiteboard, grab my pop color number, and post it or paste it right here. Perfect. All right, so then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click on this. I want to add another color. I'm going to come over here and grab that. And I'm going to paste that color right here. This is my neutral color. So now I have my bold color, my pop color, and my neutral color. Okay? And you can get that straight if you want to and all of that. Do it like that. All right. And what I should have done was put the codes here, guys. So with the neutral color, it goes right here. So you always have it. Normally you would just do this all at the same time. Grab the pop color, because you don't want to mess around and get the colors mixed up. So it's best to do it at the same time. Put it there, and then put it there. Did I just change it? That was not supposed to happen. Let's undo that. But you guys get the point. Somehow let's see, I did the bold color. I did the pop color and the neutral color. This is the bold color. So grab that. Go over. And there it is. Perfect. Okay, so now I have my bold, my pop, and my neutral. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to click on one of the circles here, get the color to pop up. Then I'm going to pop up, I'm going to click on the pop up. And then I'm going to go over to add another palette. And it's going to open a new window. When it opens a new window, you want to be on your brand, which you are right there. And on this page, guys, you can add your logos and all kinds of stuff that you're going to be using a lot of. Okay. So next thing you want to do is click add a new palette. And you want to add colors. Let me go add a new palette. So let me edit this to whatever you want to call it. You can call it my brand color, and I'm just going to say test. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a color. So you're going to have to add a color first. Let me make sure I'm telling you right. No, okay, you don't have to add a color first. But you're going to need 3 colors. So you can go ahead and click on 3. Let's go back here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to now we have our brand board, remember? So we don't have to go back to the other page. We can close that out. We have our brand board. So we're going to use our primary color here and put it right here. And there it is. All right. And then we're going to use our pop color. All right. Put it right there. The next thing you're going to do is grab your neutral color. And you're going to click on that one and put it right there. There you go. So now you have a color board that you can use. Now this right here is all the colors that's on my site. So any of these can be used to combine in combination to make images or whatever. So when you're creating your color board, think about that, because you remember you're going to be making images for your blog posts. You're going to be making images for your Pinterest posts. And that's our main focus here, is making sure that your Pinterest posts are syncing with your actual website and blog posts that you're going to be sending people to. Now, when you pin other people's images, right? Their blogs may not match theirs and all of that, but that's what's going to really make you stand out. Okay. It's going to make you stand out. You're going to have yourself ahead of the game because everything that you're doing is working together, and it makes you look more like a professional and more consistent and more married to your brand. So guys, this is it. That's how you create the color palette that we're going to be using in the next video to create images for Pinterest boards. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. All right. Hi guys, T. Davis Cole here, and I'm talking about the growing power of Pinterest marketing and how to grow your business using Pinterest. So I'm hoping that you've been enjoying this course. If you are enjoying the course, then I'm hoping you'll take more courses with me, but I'm going to continue on with this whole process here. And what I like to do as I'm nearing the end of a course is I like to throw in extra bonuses, things you weren't expecting. And so today I've thrown in, right, how to create your brand colors and coordinate that with your Pinterest account. All right. And so I showed you that. So now we're going to actually use those brand colors and we're going to create some pins. Yay. So hopefully you're excited. Very, very excited, because I am. And we're not even going to the whole PowerPoints because now, like I said, we're nearing the end. So we're doing it, right? We're doing what we have to do to get those pins where they need to be so we can get some views and get some more traffic back, right, to your primary offer, to your blog or your website. All right. So I'm going to take you right over to Canva where we left off and go right over there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the top because now we are going to create an image. But, before I do that, I apologize to you. I want to show you where you can find some stock photos for free that you can use in these images. So we're going to backtrack just one step. All right. And let's take a look at a couple of websites before we build our products, because as you see, right, I'm using some of Canva's products and some of their images. Well, I'm using their product, but I'm also using some of their images. But like this is a stock photo. This one is a stock photo. And like this one behind that image is a stock photo. So I want to show you how you can use your own images and bring them into Canva and have so much fun, right? So much fun creating your pins. So I'm going to go ahead and head over to Google, and we're going to find some stock photos. Okay, so the first place I'm going to take you, and some of these we had talked about in the last video, but we were talking about it because we were trying to find brand, colors and palettes. But now I'm going to show you how to find images. Okay. So I'm going to go to Unsplash. All right. Because I really liked the images there. So I'm going to go over there. Now, remind you, we are searching for Pinterest. So you want some high quality images and everything. So we're going to go, and I'm just going to type in, let's see, business. And let's see what we come up with. All right. Okay. So here's a lot of pictures that you can use for your business. Okay. I like this one. All right. And I'll get addicted, right? I'll start downloading stuff and all of this, but I want to just show you how you can come over to Unsplash and find these images for your business. Okay. So you want to do that. You could type in blogging, all kinds of stuff. I really like this image here, but I will come back another day and look, because what I did was I went ahead and picked the images that I'm going to be using today, because I'm very picky. And so it could take me a while, and I don't want you to have to go on that journey with me, but I do want to show you where you can get them. Okay, so if you say, for instance, if you were to click on this to download it, you could just download it for free and always read the licensing, okay? And it'll tell you what you have to do to use the image. Most of them say, well, you don't have to credit me or anything, but it would be nice. But just double check so you don't get yourself in any trouble. This is nice. So anyway, now I'm shopping for myself and I have to get off. All right, so now you know you can go to Unsplash and you can get those images. All right, so next we're going to go over to Pexels. Okay, so let me, there it is, Pexels. All right, so then I'm going to go over here and search. I'm going to search for let's see, we did business, but let's just see what they have here. All right. So you see all of these great images that you can use. That's nice. For your business, okay? And you can use these in your pens, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So that's one way, and then we're going to go back to Pixabay. Okay, go back there, and we're going to do the same thing, but Pixabay has an interesting feature, and that is when you type in, you can go to more, right? Go to more, and from that point you can type in let's see, we'll just do business again. Keep it simple. And of course you can check different things. But what I want to do is go to the orientation, and I'm going to change it to a vertical. And that's saying that I only want to see vertical images, and vertical images look really well on Pinterest. So these are the up and down, right? Up and down images that look great on Pinterest. So you can do that. Not very targeted, but let's see. Did I type in? Let's see. All right. So you see you have some images here. But I've already picked the images that I want. And you can play around with the wording and get different things. And sometimes even this thing here can limit your choices. So instead of having it on editor's choice, go to latest. And then you'll see different images that you can use. Okay. All right. So now, this is nice. That's nice. Somewhat. Okay. But you get the point. So I'm going to go over to Canva now, and I'm going to search for Pinterest, because that is what I want. It's getting late because I'm saying what I want. Go to my uploads, and the image that I want is actually on my computer. So I'm going to go to uploads. I'm going to go to my pin images, and I'm going to find what I want. We're going to have so much fun here because I saw 2 of them. I thought I actually had 3, but okay. I'm going to go with this one first. Give it a second to download here. Oh, there it is. Okay, Pinterest graphic. I'm going to go with this one. All right, let's make it bigger so you can see. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is find my own image that I want to use, and it's going to be the one that I just uploaded. And you gotta just have a lot of patience with this, because sometimes if you just click one thing, it will change it. This is the one that I had. I'm going to scroll down now, and I'm going to go to my uploads. And from my uploads, I'm going to use the image that I just downloaded. Alright, so there it is. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find an overlay. Okay, what I want to do is kind of put a color of some type over the top of the picture. So I'm going to go to the elements, and I'm going to find a square image, and I'm going to put it over this image. All right, move this up some. I want to drag it out. I want to pull it down to meet the whole picture. The whole picture. There we go. Are we covered? Yep. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to arrange, and I'm going to move it to the back, because I want my words on top. Actually, let me move it back forward, because before I move it to the back, I want to change the transparency here. So I'm going to change it. And also, let me make sure it's the color I want. Yeah, it is. Okay, just double checking. Making sure you're using those brand colors that we created. And then I'm going to take it all the way to I'm going to take it to like 45. I like that. All right, then I'm going to go to arrange, and I'm going to move this transparent image to the back. And then I have my words on top, okay? And so I'm going to say here, let's see. I'm going to say, I'm a okay, one moment. Pinterest boss. All right. So that's how that works. Okay, so it says I'm a Pinterest boss. Or I could say I pin like a boss. But that could be another. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you how I upload these images and how I'll make multiple pins for one product, for one lead magnet, for one offer, for one blog post. I might make 6 different pins. So I might use that one in the next one. I'm a pin boss or something like that. But I like this for now, because for the sake of this video, we're just going to leave it like that. All right, so what I'm going to do also is I'm going to make this word pop. Let's see. Make sure. Oh, no, it's just, okay, it's not recognizing that as a word, but it is. All right, so I'm going to change the color, and I'm going to use the brand palette. Remember the brand palette that we created in the last video? So I'm going to give it a pop of pink. All right. So now I have my pop color in there. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to put some lines, some other elements in here. So let's see. I'm going to use this and sort of just put it, I don't want to cover up the cup. So let's just make it smaller. Smaller, 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 smaller. And I'm going to put it right there. All right, so making sure that it's centered. Then I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Copy. All right. And then I'm going to drag that up here. All right, so we can move it all down just a little bit. Move this part down some. Move this down just a tad. And I'm going to line it up with the word. Give it a little space. And there we go. You can also add in, you could do whatever you want. You could change this color if you want to try a different color. If you want that color to be, let's try black. Yeah, that's right. I'm just showing you how you could play around with it. I want to see if black will look better. Yeah, I like black. And right here, I'm going to I'm just going to put my website, but I probably would come up with some type of slogan or something there to get people to take action. That's a great action spot. So I'm going to put something else there. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm going to put something there. And then you could also go to your uploads. And you can go to your logos. Now logos, you click on logos and that's where you upload your logo image so you don't have to keep going to get it. I put my logos in all of my pictures in case someone decides they want to, download it and share it somewhere else without, it being connected to my account. Then at least people can see that this is T. Davis Cole. Okay. So I would probably put it maybe not right there, but somewhere. So I can put it there. I can change the transparency so it's not so noticeable, but it's there in faint colors. I can find anywhere I want to put it and put it there. This would be a slogan, and I would probably change the font to make it just look more creative. But anyway, guys, so this is how you can do a simple color overlay. But, make it your own, right? Make it your own. So we will move on to the next design here in just a second. All right, so we're going to do the same thing as last time. You're going to go type in Pinterest and grab the graphic. All right, and so this time we're going to change the image type that we're going to do, okay? So instead of the simple color overlay, we're going to do the blurb with a pop, okay? So it's literally a background image with a blurry feel to it or blurry look to it, and then there's a pop of color on top. So let's see what I want to use. I think I'm going to use this. I'm very picky, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to pick something and move on. All right. And so now what I'm going to do is go to my uploads, I'm going to use the same image because remember I told you that I can use the same image and change the look, and I can create a different image that links to the same blog post or the same whatever. Okay, so it's just, you know, you can write one article and you could create like 10 pins about it, right? You could use the same image and create 3 different looks, like the simple color overlay, the blurb with a pop, and then whatever we do next. So, or you could use the same image and just change the color features, or you could use a different image and just switch up the name a little bit, just like I went from I'm a Pinterest boss to I pin like a boss. So that can still go to the same blog post. And that is something I'm going to be showing you next. But what I want to do is go ahead and find the image in my uploads. I'm going to use the same one because I really, really like it. It looked really great in the last one. So I'm going to use it again. All right. And so what I'm going to do now that I have the image in there is that I'm going to use this filter feature here. And I'm going to, let's see. You see the options here? You have all kinds of options, so you can play around with those. But I'm going to go to the advanced options, and I'm just going to blur it some. Okay? Blur it. I'm going to try 40 and see how it looks. So there's something going on here. It is, because the picture is black and white, I'm going to bring it down a little. I want you to be able to see somewhat of what's going on. So there we go. So it's the same image, and I'm going to change the words. See? What I might do, before I do that, I want to use some elements to bring out a little more pop. So I'm going to use a square because this is a longer image, but I'm going to use, let's see. Nope, I don't want that one. So whenever you delete something, you can just click on that little garbage can, or if it asks you if you want to delete the element or just delete the image, just delete the image. Don't make the mistake of deleting the element. But I'm going to use a square for mine, okay? And what I'm going to do here, let me scroll down, is I'm going to make it smaller. I'm going to bring it to the middle. All right. Let's see. I do want it to be here. I really like the cup, but it's okay. If I don't see it in this image, it's okay. So I'm just going to use this square looking image. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it, I'm going to change the transparency first, okay? And then on your designs. So I'm going to try pink on this and see how it looks. Love it. Okay, so I pin like a boss, and then I would have some kind of phrase there, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to put my website, even though I'm going to put something else there, a slogan. Okay. And then this, I would make pink. Because, I don't want too much going on there. And then this, maybe I could get my yellow in. What do you guys think? My gold looking color. It's okay. Let's try this, a lighter yellow. Perfect. All right, I like it. I would definitely tweak this a lot more and make it my own, but this is just showing you how you can just use a pop of color to bring out, you know, a blurred image and literally get your message across, because now no one's really looking at that nice cup that she's holding or the words or any of that, but they know it's something back there. But it does make this image stand out more when it comes to the actual message that you're trying to convey. So I pen like a boss. We're going to move on to the next design. All right, so the last image we created was this one here. And what I did was I wanted to change the look a little bit. Okay, so I wanted to go over a little bit more about the image because I did click around a bit and I want to make sure you understand how to do it. So all we did was I went to Canva. Then there was a search bar here. I typed in Pinterest. I clicked on Pinterest and I got a blank canvas. From the blank canvas, on the side, there were some choices. I don't want to leave the image, so that's why I'm not going there. But there were some choices on the side. And I chose the layout that I wanted. Then I went to my uploads and I uploaded the image that I wanted and I slid that to the back. And what I did was, because the image was covering the words, and that was okay, because while the image was covering the words, I went on over to, let's click on the picture so you can see. I went on over to filter, and then from filter, I went to advanced options. And from advanced options, I was able to cause the picture to become a blur so that it's no longer recognizable, and so that the message would stand out. After that, I went to the elements here and I added a square, but then I resized it and reshaped it the way I wanted it. After I did that, I went ahead and I changed the transparency on it over here. So when I added the other square to make it like a double effect, I didn't like it, so I took it off. But this is where I was able to work with the image and change it the way I wanted it. So I think I got it right here. It's a 52. Okay, so then I changed my wording and the colors to my brand colors. And instead of using the circle, which is what a lot of people do, and that's okay, and I do that in some images, I went ahead and I just made, I copied the line that was already there, and I made the top line a blur, but then I went to, let's see, let me click. I guess you have to click on it for it to come up. And I went to arrange, and I sent it to the back. So it will be behind the first one. So it gave it that kind of double flare there. All right. And so I went ahead and I put my own slogan in there. And that's what it ended up looking like. I added my logo. Remember, I told you can go to uploads. You can go to your logos and you can add your logos. Okay. And so this is what I ended up with. And I do like it a lot. I didn't change anything, did I? Let's see. Hopefully I did not. Okay. I did not. Okay. All right. But anyway, so this is what I ended up with, and I do love it. So, yeah, I pen like a boss. So now what we're going to do, and this is what, this would be like your blur image. All right. And the purpose of that, again, is to make your image stand out. Okay. All right, so then I went, so now what I'm going to do is go over to Canva. It's getting late. You can tell when it's getting late because I start this. But I want to show you the two images that do look alike, but they're totally different. I mean, they have the same background image, but they're different. And you see how I use that same setup kind of. It just changed it around a bit. And this will go to the same post. So I'm going to make another one, and I'm trying to see, what am I going to name it? I'm going to name it 5 Myths About Pinterest. 5 Myths. Let me write that down so I don't forget it. About Pinterest. Okay? Or 5 Pinterest Myths. So that way I don't have to worry about the about. 5 Pinterest Myths. Let's see if I can remember that. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to Pinterest, to the search bar, and I'm going to type in Pinterest. I'm going to grab that. All right, and then I'm going to find an image that I want to use. I kind of like this one again because it is. I like this one. Remember, you could do more than one. You can do 2 different looks with the same message. I'm just going to go with this one. All right, I'm going to make it a little bigger. And now I have to go find an image. And you guys, I'm literally doing this cold turkey. Normally, I'll try to run through the process. But I've got to get these videos to you. So I'm going to go on. You're just going to have to go back and watch it again if you need to. Or if you have any questions, you can definitely use my support and call and send a support ticket, or call the 1-800 number if you want extra help with it. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my uploads. Going to go to the uploads. And I'm going to find something. 5 Myths About Pinterest. Guys, what do you think? I like this one. That's not what I had in mind when I like this though. I really like it. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this picture and I'm going to filter the picture a bit. And I'm going to make a little bit of changes here. So I'm going to find what I'm looking for. And right now I'm looking for the grayscale. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the advanced options and I'm going to change a couple of things here. Wait, let's go back there. Advanced options. All right. So I'm going to take the brightness all the way out. And then I'm going to just make some changes to the contrast so that it will give it a darker, deeper picture. I like 12. All right. And then I'm going to change the process just a little bit so that it can really look nice. So there we go. And now that I've done that, all I'm going to do is just come here and talk about the topic, which is 5. I think I like about. So I'm going to say 5 myths. And then I could do another one if I want. Wait a minute. 5 myths about. And then Pinterest. It is highlighting everything. So let me. And if you ever make a mistake, it's okay. Just go to the undo. It's all good, right? Okay, so now that I have that the way I want it, you know me, I like a little pop. So for this one, I'm thinking green. You don't have to. You can leave it just like that. I'm going to try it. See. I love it. I love it. Okay, so there we go. And so then I'm going to add another element here. I'm going to put some lines in there. I'm so like torn here. Do I want that green or do I want it white? Or yellow? You do want it like a, let's see here. What do I want? I really like the green. So what I'm going to do is make a copy. And I'm going to just bring it up. And line it up with the word. With the number. Okay. And then this one could go this way just a little bit. You could also put it in the middle if you want it in the middle. I like mine's on the edge like that. The same way I live my life. On the edge. Alright, so so 5 myths about Pinterest. And then here I'm going to say find out what they are. Perfect. And I'm going to drag it out. There we go. Love it. 5 myths about Pinterest. Find out what they are. I really like that. All right, so then what I could do is go to my uploads. Go to my logos and just add my logo. And of course, it's not going to be that big. I never do that. I do every now and again if it's an infographic or something. But for the most part, I make it super small and I put it in the strangest places. Let's see, where do I want to put it right now? I think I'm going to place it on the magazine and turn it a little bit and put it right beside the baby. There we go. Perfect. That is my mark. All right. And then, I do like putting my website on my images as well. And I haven't been doing it. But when I do put it on there, I'll just make a copy of this. And I will bring it down here and make it like so small, like an 8. And I want it to be in the center. And I want to remove that. Actually remove everything because I'm getting ready to put it in. Website. That way, if somebody does, like, download the image and change it or whatever to another link, it'll still have my brand and everything on it. I'm going to use my logo color. Nope. And I'm going to bring it down just a tad. Perfect. Might even make it, let's see, about a 6. Let's see. Perfect. Because I don't want it to be like super big. That'll work. Okay, if you hear me say perfect multiple times, it's because I'm sleepy. And that's all. Just forgive me. And just try to take what you can from the training. Alright. So that is another image that you can do. Again, you went to the search bar, you typed in Pinterest, you pulled up a blank canvas, you selected your image from the side, then you went to, I have to click on the image to get it. So in order to see the filter options, you have to click on the image. You went to filter, then you went to grayscale. You just keep clicking here and it'll eventually come up. Then you went to advanced options and you went ahead and took out all of the brightness. You worked with the contrast until it was to your liking. All right. You also did a little bit with the X process to make the picture more sharp. Okay. And you literally can add a pop of color, or you can use just the plain black and white vintage like most people do. So it's all up to you. But this is another image that you can use, you know, another technique or strategy that you can use to create pins that people want to share. But remember the color palette that we used and that we created, so that way you can stick to your colors. All right, guys. So that is how you can create some images. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you how to upload these images to your Pinterest account. Even though we did talk about uploads, I did not talk about linking these images back to, you know, multiple images to one post, right? Or multiple images to one thing. So one video. But I'm going to talk a little bit about that and show you how to do it. And then we'll have one more after that, and we'll wrap up this course. If this video was a little bit out of whack, I was really tired, but I think that you get the concept. You can go to Canva and you can play around, right, with the different features and all of that. I just wanted to show you, this was just kind of a bonus. I threw this in here, just how to make the pins, because it's nice to talk about Pinterest and it's nice to talk about what you could do on Pinterest and how to create a board and how to create a pin. But if you're not knowing how to be successful with creating your images and you don't understand how to make those images pop and how to make them sync with the you know, site or blog that you're leading people back to, then it's like a waste of information, right? I want you to be successful. I want your pins to rock. I want you to be a Pinterest boss. All right. So that's why I'm showing you all the avenues that you need to know to make sure that you stand out and to make sure that you actually can grow your account. In the next video, also, I'm probably going to just start out with showing you how much the African American hairstyle, thing has grown, right? It has gone from, like, I would say, 40,000 views. Because remember, we started out and I think it was like 12,000 when I first started creating this course. Then it went to like 40,000, like overnight almost, when I started to make those changes. And then when I went in and made even more changes in the next 2 or 3 days, it was up to like 196,000 views. All right. So guys, I'm showing you how all of that traffic is linking back, right? Linking back to the blog that it's associated with. And so these pins are super important and they're super powerful, right? They're not just, you know, frivolous activities. I mean, you can find things you enjoy pinning and turn it into something that's profitable. But if you do it right, you can get a lot of traffic. Like I was telling you, 196,000 views that just came from, you know, 3 or 4 days of me working on my Pinterest account and implementing the things that I'm showing you. All right. So guys, I'll see you in the next video.